You're a visitor. You're not even an American. You're a foreign national. You're here because we gave you a visa.
Senator Marco Rubio was calling for the deportation and visa cancellations of individuals who are in the United States who, in his estimation, have shown support for Hamas. On top of that, we saw another bill introduced yesterday by a House Republican to ban Palestinians from coming into the United States. Pretty much anybody with the Palestinian Authority-issued passport. The proposed legislation even goes as far as not allowing asylum or refugee status to Palestinians. It further goes to also prevent the government from giving temporary protected status to individuals who are in the United States of Palestinian nationality. Other politicians like Ron DeSantis, who's running for president of the United States, has also said that he wants to revoke the visas of foreign students in the United States who, again, in his estimation, are pro-Hamas. Now, as far as Marco Rubio is concerned, what he did was introduce a resolution into Congress. And resolutions are not binding law. Or rather, they express the collective sentiment of the House or the Senate on a particular issue. And his particular resolution was blocked by the White House. So if you're hearing things like deportations are coming for individuals who are protesting for Palestine, that's inaccurate. And it shouldn't make you fearful or afraid for supporting the Palestinian people. Now, it is important to know that there is a law that already exists that makes anyone who espouses or supports terrorist activity deportable or removable from the United States. And it generally applies to individuals who are openly part of a terrorist organization, openly support a terrorist organization, openly call for violence by a terrorist organization. However, all of these politicians are essentially wanting all visa holders, like students, doctors, executives, people of all backgrounds who are in the United States to be evaluated as to whether they are for terrorism or not. And what we haven't seen him do is go as far as to specify what espousing or supporting terrorist activity means. But it's very obvious that he's running the narrative of if you are pro-Palestinian, then that equates to you being pro-Hamas. And that means you are pro-terrorism. Nonetheless, this is simply and absolutely untrue. As we know, Palestinians are a group of people, they're a nationality, and they are not Hamas. And on top of that, all visa holders are screened prior to their admission into the United States for these very things. So in my opinion, I don't think any of these bills are going to go anywhere. I don't think they'll ever become law. But unsurprisingly and unfortunately, we're seeing this rhetoric introduced through potential legislation in order to create fear and stifle protected free speech. And the thing that all of these have in common is that they're focusing on students, because we've been seeing mass demonstrations in support of Palestinians at college campuses across the country, a place where historically the exchange of ideas and protests take place. So if you're an immigrant in the United States, you're on a student visa, or if you're undocumented or a green card holder, so long as you're not promoting Hamas and openly supporting Hamas or calling for harm on others, there's absolutely no problem with attending a protest or expressing your views on this current conflict. For more immigration news and information, feel free to give us a follow.